When two people get married, what's the best way to handle finances? Keep it separate or make that money pot a little larger? What other financial things do we have to keep in mind when we get married? Today we're talking newlyweds and money, though it's just as applicable for us oldyweds too. Okay, maybe less than 4 years isn't considered oldyweds yet. Regardless, hit that like button and let's get started. Hello there, my name is Caleb and my goal is to teach you financially what you may have not been taught in school. I'm truly honored that you're here. Today, the day that I'm filming, Bailey and I are attending the wedding of some friends. Cue the bells, sparklers, and like buttons. So I'm taking this appropriate opportunity to talk about finances when two households are combined. Bailey and I had to go through this very thing when we got married. Believe it or not, Bailey and I have already been married for 3.71781 years. Full transparency, that number was rounded up to the nearest 100,000th of a year. Anyways, there are 3 things that newlyweds need to focus on shortly after the wedding. Well, 3 financial things. There are certainly other things that they'll put a lot of focus on. Alright, here's the number 1 thing. When you tie the knot, should your finances also tie the knot? And by that I mean, should you get joint bank accounts? I say absolutely, and here's why. One of the number 1 characteristics of a healthy marriage is trust. When trust doesn't exist, bitterness can set in and cause issues within a relationship. Combining finances takes one more question of trust out of the marriage equation. There's this thing called financial infidelity that we're trying to avoid. It's where one spouse is being dishonest with the other by keeping something financially a secret. Maybe it's a debt, maybe it's some sort of indulgent expense. When finances are combined, everything is transparent. Either spouse can log into the bank account and see exactly what the purchases are. Unfortunately, this isn't all Dr. Pepper and chocolate milk. We'll use a more relatable term. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Having joint bank accounts can cause some headache too when one spouse says to the other, "You spent how much on tools? How many stickers did you buy?" These aren't real examples. This all brings me to my second point, which will help combining finances be much easier. 2, budget together. You knew I was gonna say this. You were just waiting to see what number I'd put it at. Seriously, this is so important to work as a team on money. When you're on the same page, there are fewer arguments that arise that are financially related. A study conducted by Kansas State University found that money fights were one of the leading causes of divorce in America. Why not get off on the right foot and stay focused on money together? Before we cover the last one, you know we gotta thank our sponsor. Rice. Throwing it used to be a celebration at weddings, but now it's just something cheap to eat with beans while you're paying off debt. Beans and rice, rice and beans. You're not gonna see the inside of a restaurant unless you're working there. Anyways, thank you Rice for your service. Number 3, immediately put each other as beneficiaries on your life insurance. This might not be something you have to worry about just yet if you don't have life insurance, which I would recommend getting if you're getting married. But if you have life insurance, make sure your spouse is the number 1 beneficiary for it. It'll just make it a lot easier for them to access the life insurance money if, God forbid, something happens. Don't get too large of a life insurance policy. We want you to sleep at night without having to keep one eye open. Alright, that's the 3 things. 3 financial things. I get it, many people don't like the idea of combining finances after they're married. It certainly throws off what you're used to in terms of the handling of money. But I firmly believe that as a couple, it's much easier to accomplish financial goals if you have combined finances. It'll likely lower your spending too because you're accountable to someone. One other thing, don't combine your finances until after you're married. It'll save you a whole lot of headache if you break up. You won't have to deal with all this separating of money after that. And so let me pass this question on to you. What's your view of combining finances with your spouse? I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. And while you're down there, hit the like button because each like is a well wish for the couple that will have been married by the time you watch this video. And hit the subscribe button and notification bell because that really helps my channel. And remember, money doesn't have to be confusing. You can control it. Alright, I'm off to find a tux. Kidding, I didn't even wear dress pants at my wedding, so I'm not gonna wear a tux to this one. Yes, cowboy boots, jeans, and a vest. Now you know my style. See you Friday, tiny crowd.